The humiliating loss to Vasco da Gama left deep scars at Santos, both on and off the field. A 0-6 defeat in front of more than 50,000 fans at Estádio Urbano Caldeira was not just another bad day, it was the heaviest setback of Neymar's career. For a player of his stature, used to carrying the expectations of a club and a country, the result was a shock that cut far deeper than the 90 minutes of football. When the final whistle blew, Neymar could not hold back his tears, a raw image of vulnerability broadcast live across Brazil. The fallout was immediate. Head coach Cleber Xavier paid the price for the disastrous performance, dismissed right after the final whistle. Soon after, managing director Alexandre Mattos addressed the fans directly, asking for forgiveness in a public appeal. His words, however, did little to calm the anger. For the Santos faithful, a proud fanbase with decades of tradition, the performance was unacceptable, and their frustration only grew stronger as emotions boiled over. By Tuesday, those emotions spilled into confrontation. Supporters surrounded the training ground, making sure their displeasure was heard loud and clear. Neymar, the face of Santos and the player most closely associated with its modern history, found himself in the middle of the storm. Footage circulated quickly, showing an angry fan yelling straight at him. "What happened here today is nothing. Can I tell you something? You should get a slap in the face," the supporter shouted, leaving no room for interpretation. The raw anger of the crowd was visible, and Neymar, who has always had a complicated relationship with expectations, had to endure it head-on. The club had anticipated unrest and had already called for increased police presence. That precaution proved necessary as tensions escalated outside the gates. Officers formed a protective barrier to ensure the players could continue their work inside the training facility without physical harm, though the verbal barrage continued from beyond the fences. Inside, the squad tried to shift focus toward preparing for the next match, but the weight of the humiliation lingered. The players had Monday off, but Tuesday's return to training felt more like walking back into a battlefield. The whistles, chants, and confrontations echoed the reality that forgiveness from the supporters would not come easily. Neymar, as both hero and target, shoulders the heaviest burden. For Santos, the task ahead is not just tactical adjustments or bouncing back with a win, but also repairing the fractured bond with its fanbase, one of the most passionate and demanding in world football.